Did you take a day off this week? Now, I'm not talking about the kind of day off when you spend a free day from work only to catch up with all the chores around the house. No, I'm talking about an honest to goodness 24 hours of enjoying life day off, that kind of day off. If you're like me, that doesn't happen nearly often enough. We're walking through the Gospel of Mark, and in the second chapter, Jesus said something that was really shocking while he and his disciples were taking a day off. They did this once a week. Jesus said he was Lord of the Sabbath. In Israel, Sabbath is pronounced Shabbat, and on Shabbat, everything comes to a stop. Depending on where you live and what your childhood was like, you may have thought of the Sabbath as a day of restrictive rules. In that light, the Sabbath is a day when you can't do this and you can't do that. It may have felt like the least enjoyable day of the week to you. That is so far from the reality of Shabbat, Jewish people cannot even comprehend it. For them, Shabbat is the best day of the week. It starts on Friday night with the best meal of the week. There's great family time. Married couples usually spend some romantic time together. Everyone gets to sleep late on Saturday morning. And you are not allowed to do yard work, housework, homework for school, or a quick task for your paying job. So I'll ask you again, when's the last time you took a full 24 hours off and just enjoyed the life God has given you? You should try it. Shabbat is awesome. Jewish people were the first people in history to even consider this as an option. No one had a holiday in the ancient world. The Pharaoh of Egypt and his family might have enjoyed the good life, but the slaves of Egypt never caught a break. Then, when God gave the law to Moses, one of the 10 most important laws was this: honor Shabbat, keep it holy, do no work. Your children get a day off with you. If people work for you, they get a day off too. Don't work your animals, they get the day off. And if foreigners live in your community, convince them to take a day off too. Stop for 24 hours and rest. If you're wondering if God was serious about this, just go back and read the 10 Commandments. If you're reading them in English, half of the 10 Commandments get less than 10 words each. They're pretty simple. Things like don't steal, don't murder, don't commit adultery, don't envy. But the instructions for honoring Shabbat get nearly 100 words. It is by far the longest commandment, perhaps indicating that people were going to struggle with this one. The practice of taking a day off each week became something that defined the entire Jewish community. It was carefully guarded then, and it still is today. By the time Jesus lived, some new rules about what people could and could not do on Shabbat began getting in the way. In the course of time, the people in charge of making rules somehow took the fun, all of the fun, out of what should have been the best day of the week. Mark gives us an example of this in today's passage. When Jesus was in a grain field and his disciples took a handful of grain to munch on, they were not breaking the law. A handful of grain was something generous farmers were glad to give people passing by their fields. It was not a full meal. No one had to prepare anything. It was just a handful of grain. Most people wouldn't want more than a small amount. Forget the grain for a moment and see the big picture. Jesus and his disciples were enjoying a day off. They were enjoying God's creation. They were enjoying God's provision. They were enjoying being together. But some Pharisees saw the grain gathering and objected. They introduced conflict into a day that should have been free from stress. Look, what they are doing is unlawful on the Sabbath. Jesus answered with an illustration. He reminded them that when David had been hungry, he had entered the house of God and had eaten bread reserved for the priest. Now, if the Pharisees had seen someone doing that in their day, all of them would have had heart attacks. That would have been truly a major crime. But now more than 900 years have passed since the time of David until the day these Pharisees shouted their objections over a few handfuls of grain. In that time frame, someone had added hundreds of extra rules to the simple commandment God had first handed down. The commandment is not complicated. Just take a day off once a week and enjoy your life. Jesus decided to give those Pharisees something to really talk about. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. Jesus claimed authority over Shabbat. He would decide what was allowed. And Jesus had decided to put the joy back into a really good day off. Of course, saying things like this gave the enemies of Jesus all the more reason to oppose him. Eventually, some of his enemies would have Jesus killed. But the truth remains. Jesus is Lord of Shabbat. And by his command, you need to enjoy a regular time of rest. It's not a suggestion, it's a command. Jesus said that a day like this was made for you.